Hello there, this is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. A major reason why an average looking man will still end up getting a woman, a decent looking woman at that. And I ain't gonna put y'all in suspense. Sex appeal. Sex appeal. Remember, sex appeal and looks ain't the same thing with a woman. And see, they can look at a guy, just like I said the other day, a man can be handsome, but women ultimately look for that guy that they click with sexually, ultimately. And yeah, they can deal with other guys for whatever reason, but the guy they get pressed over, he might not look like that much. He might not look like that much, or some guys say, well, they ain't a Chad, or he ugly, or he short, or something. Yeah, but that woman chose that man with her vagina. It ain't up to you. And because, I was thinking about that the other day, because, I be out and about, and I be paying attention to couples. I'm going to be real, it's hey, most of the couples I'll see, and, they look happy together, because I be looking at the woman's body language and stuff, and reading her and stuff. And she be looking like, yeah, she happy as shit. Yet the guy definitely don't be some fashion model looking motherfucker. He don't be some fashion model looking motherfucker. Don't be over 6 feet. And he ain't going crazy with body game. He might be in decent shape. That's why I say just get your best shape for even body game. He's in decent shape. Like average height. They average. They ain't standing out, yet they still getting women, because you got guys out here thinking, oh, you got to be a Chad to get a woman, or you got to be 6 feet to get a woman. Even some guys thinking, even if you hitting the gym, still got to be, oh, you got to be less than 10% body fat. Anybody telling you that shit is some bullshit. They on some bullshit. I'm like, where you live, motherfucker? Like I said, if you go against anything I'm saying, I'm only going to take in consideration what you're saying. If you tell me where you at, then I'll listen. Then even then, it's still where you at. Because where I'm at, and I'm in a crowded area, because like I said, I can roam from DC to Richmond to Philadelphia. That's my area of operation. I be seeing some men, they ain't 6 feet. They don't look like they can get a modeling contract. They with a woman, but then I'm looking at the woman, because you can read a woman. Well, if you get good at it, you can read a woman's body language, see if she into a guy, see if they fucking. Yeah, shit, you should be able to. Well, no, I ain't gonna say should. A lot of guys can't read women. But if you know how to read women, you can tell if a woman with a guy, and you can tell they hide over men that, don't go against the whole Chad thing or looks maxing thing. They go against it. They might not have those big three. Those big three definitely don't have a face. And, like I said, anybody go against it, you gotta tell me where you live, motherfucker. Where you at? Because I noticed, and I've said that a few times, I noticed some people never say, well, I'm out of this neighborhood or something. But shit, if you really looking at it, because first of all, even with that Chad thing, how many dudes look like these fashion models? Let's just be real. Let's just keep it a buck. How many people look like them? Because if it was common, the models wouldn't make any money. People throw out Jeremy Meeks and some other models and shit, but how often you see them around? But if you go out, you be seeing men who don't look shit like them getting women, getting play. And this is coming from not just even somebody being in this area. Well, I be paying attention, been down to Atlanta, paying attention, Houston, paying attention, San Diego, Los Angeles, paying attention. I ain't been to every city, but I've been to quite a few of them. And it's like the same thing. Because what it is with those average looking men, first of all, if a woman is happy, that's what I look at. I see a couple, I see the woman. How's she looking? If she looking mean and shit and that happy, I said, okay, the sex life ain't that great. You know, but she looking nice and happy, all up on the man and shit. Because if a man's tapping a woman right, trust me, she gonna be hanging tight to him. She gonna be hanging tight. And of course, some guys might not understand that because they ain't getting no parts of the pussy, so they never experienced it. But trust me on that. You hitting a woman right, she want to be up under you. Sometimes to the point of annoyance, but that's for a select group, and I do mean select group to even talk about that. But you be seeing some guys and they ain't all that. But to that if you talk to that particular woman, he might be gorgeous. He might be sexy. See, here's the thing guys got to understand, and that's why I talk about a tribe. And I keep talking about a tribe. A tribe just means, it's very simple, because guys will come on here and say, well, how do I know which girls want to fuck you regularly? You know? That's all, hey, that's all a woman, that's all you need to know. Which women go for you easiest come to you. You know, what is it about them? Like, if you had sex, like, a dude who's had sex with a lot of women should never question his tribe. He should know. All you have to do is, like, sit down and say, okay, even if you've been with 3 women, that's all you need, really. All you need, if you've been with 3 women, you know your tribe. Because all you have to do is say, this is the type of woman I get, this is the type of woman I get. It's that simple. And all you have to do is think, okay, what is she doing around me? Oh, she's smiling a lot. She's trying to hang on. She's trying to touch a lot. That means a lot. So you out in public, you see some women, what's their body language with the men they with? Like some I could say he needs to double back home. Some I was like, damn, he tearing her up. I remember I was a freshman in college, freshman year. We had the orientation. I saw this woman, she was sweaty and twitching, and she was standing there nearby a guy who, he was just chill, Italiano, big old Italiano guy. And I said, I ain't even know him. I said, you did that, didn't you? He's like, yeah. You can tell. If you interacting with women, if you learn how to read them. Now, of course, somebody gonna say learn how to read them. Okay, well, I give you some basics on my IG on Wednesday, so join my IG. Give you some basics right there. But even then, even beyond the basics, you gotta get out there and pay attention. Because the thing is, women, see, here's an issue a lot of dudes have. They think women all want the same type of man. And it's like, nah, that ain't the case. They don't want the same man. Every woman got something different that she like. Some women like a man who's slimmer. Some women like a guy got a little bit of meat on him. And a little bit of stomach on him. Shoot, I remember a couple women, some fine women, they said they like that. Like some thickness on a man. You know? There's some deeper shit there, but I ain't going over it here. Oh, and real quick, like I always said, some stuff y'all throw out, but I ain't going deeper because, see, motherfuckers, they'll take your shit, take your observations, and then later on try to act like they came up with it. They don't give you any dap on it. They don't, like, there's still a lot of people I notice, they talk about body game, but don't call my name. If you're going to use those terms, at least give me some dap. But anyway, right? Different women just gonna be turned on by different men, and it's not objective. People try to say it's objective. If it was objective, it wouldn't be a problem. Objective is a science. Objective means it's gonna work every time. But even some dudes who might even fall into that Chad category, there's some women ain't feeling. Ain't no objective looks. Somebody even thinking that, man, because he knows they always thinking the objective is some white guy. That's some bull. If that's the case, well, what's up with the fertility thing across the world? I'm just being real. And people probably say, Rom, you brought that up enough. No, I'm just trying to open your eyes to some reality and shit. That shit is totally subjective. I remember I saved something, it was about some Ethiopian tribe. They were like, the man, ideal man for them had a big ass belly. You know, when you go all over the world, even that 6-pack ab thing, depends on the country, depends on where you at. But even in the West, you might have some magazines or some celebrities who try to promote something, but you start talking to individual women, they like something different. Some women like a slim man, some women like a big man, some women like a muscular man. You know? That's why I say, ultimately, now from what I've seen, some muscles on a guy, his work, that's the most common thing. But even then, some dudes might have like some big old muscles. Some dudes might be slim with some muscular shit. So you still gotta see which women are liking what you present. And when you see a fine woman, and I'm gonna say this, in general, the fine women are going to be the ones with the good bodies. Because that's how I look. That's the most common thing, and even that's subjective. Because some guys like some BBWs or something. So it depends. But all that happens at the end, though, at the end of the day, do the couple like each other? That's all that matters. Do they like each other? If they like each other, that's all that really matters. That's all that matters. Do they like each other? And you can tell if they walking along, they together, they got an energy to them. Shit, that's all that matters. That's all you need to be looking at. You don't need to be tripping over other shit like that. You don't need to be tripping over other shit like that. Shit. And I'm saying that because seriously, because me, my main thing is helping men understand you can still get a woman. Yeah, there's select and non-select, but each woman have her own select and non-select. And instead of worrying about what the majority of women are doing, all you have to do is worry about what your tribe is doing. And see, that woman need to fit into your life. You're the sun, she need to orbit around you. But if you want her to orbit, you want women and stuff, you still gotta present your best. And you can't be trying to compete with some shit that like some questionable content creators are talking about, hey, you gotta look like Chad, or you gotta have this body fat. Man, please. You gotta have the best what's on you, be comfortable with it, as long as you're comfortable with it. And if there's a woman who don't like it, well, everybody get rejected. Everybody. There ain't no exceptions to that shit. Everybody get rejected. Talk to some of those models or those guys some people be calling Chad and shit. I guarantee you have a real conversation. Have a conversation with them. They'll tell you about some times they've been rejected. They'll tell you about some times they've been rejected. Yeah, let me use Jeremy Meeks for an example. I seen a few women say, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. Regardless of what the majority says. Because like I said, every woman got they got what they like. And that could be on so many levels. It could be tall, it could be stocky, be a certain complexion. It could be how you wear your clothes, your style. All of that. But see, you can't worry about all women. All you have to do is get your signature. Get your body where you comfortable with it. Where you look in the mirror and you say, yeah, this is it. Alright. Then have a style, your style, to say, nah, this is how I'm gonna wear my clothes. And yeah, you might come across some women say they don't like it. Be like, okay, respect. Bye. I've said this before, I've talked about this. If anybody, look, what's the common denominator what I'm saying? You gotta have a relationship with yourself. You gotta feel good about yourself. Don't compare yourself to another man, because that other man might be comparing themselves to you. Hell, I've met some dudes who they were getting women like crazy. Would even be held up in that Chad and Tyrone category, and they said they wish they were ordinary. They said it. So don't worry about the next man. Worry about what you can get and which women you gonna get. And some guys will say, well, I only get these heavy women, I get these ugly women. Well, you need to improve something. You need to change your lane. Now, how do you do that? I'm telling you, body game, dress better, get a better attitude. Women gonna see you, because if 20 women reject you, only thing they had in common was you. The only thing they had in common was you. So you change yourself, you'll change the women. It's really that simple. Damn, dog, you could have ran that. You could have ran that. Damn. Anyway, and she didn't. That was a male. She did. But yeah, if you look at some guys out here, seriously, because you know guys be looking, I was like, it's the only way I can tell, because I don't know what the women say. I say they don't look like the models. They shorter than me. Like I said, if you shorter than me, you ain't 6 feet. They shorter than me. They might be in decent shape. They be having some women. Look, I put it like this: some women I stick my dick in. So the women ain't bad. Women ain't bad at all. That's how a dude gotta look at that shit. You know, but they still got them. Seriously, that's why I tell dudes, go out. People be trying to say some stuff. I'm like, what street you in? Because I want to know where you seeing some shit. Because I'm seeing plenty of couples with babies too. So it's like, what the hell is up with the man's thinking? Apparently the man feeling's good about something. Oh, I'm behind Popo now. I'm behind Popo. So I won't be speeding too fast. Well, I'm going to go as fast as Popo go. Yeah. But seriously, and you know, I speak all this because there's an abundance of women out here, man. All these women ain't chasing you. Yo, how you gonna know which women want you if you staying in the house, or you thinking, oh, I ain't gonna get a woman because I don't look like Chad, or I ain't gonna get a woman because I ain't 6 feet. It's the 5 law. 5. Anyway, you get plenty of guys don't look like you. You have some guys thinking, well, you gotta have this. Like I saw a content creator saying, well, you gotta have 6 figures. Yet I know some dudes working hourly wage fucking like crazy. Women throwing them at them. Throwing them at them. Shit. If you're watching this thing, shout out to all of y'all. Everybody ain't making 6 figures like that. You know, dudes be thinking all that shit. I was like, man, what planet you on? Now, if you got all those things, yeah, that's definitely gonna help. But shit, you talking 1% of the population. 1% of 1% gonna have all that shit together. But these women out here still horny. So if once a guy understands that, and that these women want to have sex, they can always get a woman. All they have to do is be decent. In that short man video I shared, I ain't sharing it no more. But he showed you what to do. You know what? I'm going to share it again because I know some guys still don't get it. I'll share that video with that short guy. Also had that big guy on there, had 10 kids. I'm going to share it again. See if they get it. So I don't think some guys got it. What did that guy do? And I'll give y'all a clue. Pay attention to what the woman did. That'll tell you everything you want to know. Because if you understand a woman's nature, particularly her sexual nature, even if you don't look like some fashion model or some fitness model or something, you can always get pussy. If you understand one basic thing about women, you can always get pussy. And that's their sexual nature. You can always get it. A lot of guys don't get it, though. The second they get it, the second you start, you be like, oh, shit. You be like, hit me up, Rom. I'm getting more than I didn't know what to do with. Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing though. Because let's be real. Everybody ain't looking like Chad out here. Everybody ain't at something like 6 feet. Everybody ain't at something less than 10% body fat. Yet you motherfuckers who got none of that shit going getting theirs. And my thing is, if they can get theirs, what's stopping you? You don't look any different. In fact, let's be real. A lot of times when guys see guys like that, they be like, well, I'm more handsome than him. I got more going on. Okay, then, well, you don't have any excuses then, motherfucker. Shit. Man. I said it's going to be nice when I say motherfucker. I just say, shit, you got no excuse then. No excuses. Oh, man. And let me say something. It just hit me to say this. A lot of dudes want some advanced shit and want me to just throw some stuff out, but it's not going to do you any good if you can't get the basics. You can't even get a basic kiss from a woman. How you going to understand some more advanced shit and some more advanced insight on how to get the woman? You got to do the basics first. You know? It ain't like you can be taught how to play basketball, then think you're going to go run out there with LeBron James and Steph Curry all of a sudden. Shit. You got to work up to it, and let's be real. Sometimes you can work up to it and still not be on that level. But see, some motherfuckers want to cheat, think there's some cheat code. There ain't no cheat code. Anybody telling you that? I'm through the teethus. Yeah, I said teethus. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get something. Yeah, but yeah, that's it though. You know, women just like those particular dudes. Alright? So anyway, I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.